Hi everyone, Shabby Gamer here, and welcome to the first episode of our Global Force Wrestling brand. Here we are with Tuesday night Global Impact. As you can see, we have a pay-per-view on the third week of this month, which will be Wrestle Kingdom. So let's have a look at tonight's card. The first match we've got is Bullet Club, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks, with Kenny Omega at ringside, and they'll be facing off against South African Pride, Justin Gabriel and Angelico. We've got Kota Ibushi taking on Jack Evans. We've got Johnny Mundo facing off against Kenny Omega with Matt Jackson by his side. We've got Hideo Itami taking on Finn Balor. And in our main event, we've got the Rainmaker Okada taking on the global champion Tanahashi. So without further ado, let's crack on with our first match. The Tag Team Champions versus South African Pride. We start our first match here with Justin Gabriel and Matt Jackson in the ring. Quite a nice little Global Force arena here that I managed to get off of the community creations. I'm very happy with that actually. Matt Jackson doing some work on Justin Gabriel. Skipping over the swinging heel kick there. The Cape Town Werewolves. I like that as a tag team name actually. That again guys, if you've got any suggestions for tag team names I could use, or other tag teams I could put together or formations in any of the brands, please drop it in the comments section. I'd love to know what you guys think. I've made as many tag teams and formations as I can to try and strengthen the tag team division. But yeah, if you guys can see anyone that you think could be together, or any names that the current tag teams I've got should take, then please let me know. Matt Jackson here with a swinging DDT on Justin Gabriel. Bullet Club here are the current tag team champions of Global Force Wrestling, so a win here for South African Pride would definitely put them in the runnings for a tag title match. Gabriel now bringing in Angelico into the ring. Gabriel hitting the drop toe hold and Angelico with the elbow drop to the back of the head there. Angelico catches Matt Jackson, who's running away from him, catches him from behind with that reverse Hurricane Rana, spike him in Jackson's head. But Matt Jackson's back up with that running shoulder tackle. But Angelico showing he's not just fast, he's got some power to him as well. Angelico is currently, in real life, is currently part of the AAA roster, and also he has had a couple of appearances for Lucha Underground. He surprised, I don't think he is actually quite this big in real life, but he surprised me with some of the agility that he's pulled out of Lucha Underground. Diving over the corner was one of them. Matt Jackson taking control again with a Russian leg sweep over Angelico, who skips behind, went for the dropkick. Matt Jackson slaps it away. The two of them run into each other. Angelico misses with that heel kick as Nick Jackson enters the ring with some kicks of his own. Angelico slapping the dropkick away. And reversing Nick Jackson. Getting Nick in the headlock and Nick back with the drop toe hold on Angelico. Angelico giving as good as he's getting here. We thought the Young Bucks may run away with this, but currently Angelico is giving as good as he's getting. And Nick Jackson comes back with the jawbreaker there. Angelico using his speed, throwing Nick Jackson over the top rope and kick there. Is he going to go for a dive? It looked like he was going to tag Justin Gabriel, but Justin's dropped off of the apron. I think he was going to go and confront Nick Jackson there. Nick, drop kick to the side of the head of Angelico. He's over the top rope, up onto the turnbuckle. A kick, punch to Angelico, who reverses. I don't know what that was, but hits him with running shooting star press straight after. Manages to get the tag out to Justin Gabriel, who gets an elbow to the back of Nick Jackson, who hits a running neckbreaker. Kenny Omega's not looking overly impressed with the with what's going on so far, but Nick Jackson missing the springboard splash on Justin Gabriel, who was back on his feet before Nick Jackson got a chance to hit it. Nick throwing Justin Gabriel into Matt Jackson and then hitting him with a slap to the face. Insult to injury there. Justin Gabriel gets hit with a slap to the face. Justin, though, rolls Nick up for the quick pin. Only a 1 count. Kenny Omega was up on the ropes. Kenny Omega is talking to the referee there, but the referee's distracted here by Kenny Omega, but Nick Jackson throwing Justin Gabriel into the corner and making the tag to Matt Jackson, who hits the neck breaker. And Angelico's got Matt Jackson. Justin Gabriel's down. Angelico's holding Matt Jackson back until Gabriel gets up, and Gabriel is up and hits a chop to Matt Jackson. And here's the hot tag. In comes in Angelico, the hot tag, but he misses Matt Jackson. Oh, not much of a hot tag. More of a lukewarm tag, if that. Neck breaker there to Matt Jackson by Angelico, and there is the standing shooting star press again. Rolling Matt Jackson over, and I think he was going to go for some sort of submission there, but Matt reverses it, and again Kenny Omega up on the apron, distracting the referee. And there's a sliced bread. Angelico hits a sliced bread on Matt Jackson. Pulls him away from the ropes. Is he going to go for the pin here? He does, and Kenny Omega again on the apron. Distracting the referee. Matt Jackson there with the Russian leg sweep. It looks like the referee is actually throwing... Yes, he is. The referee is throwing Kenny Omega from ringside. Kenny Omega's having to leave ringside here. Just a few too many, and here's a hot tag. Nick Jackson's in. And he misses the hot tag as well. Nick Jackson's up, and yeah, like I was saying before, Kenny Omega has been thrown from ringside by the referee. Nick Jackson here, locking in the single leg Boston Crab, but Justin Gabriel breaks it up. The Young Bucks here are a bit distracted by the exit of Kenny Omega. The headlock suplex there, and missing that springboard splash for the second time in this match. Angelico runs over to tag in Justin Gabriel, which he does. Justin now step up enziguri on Nick Jackson, kicks straight to the back of the head, and Justin Gabriel's up on the top rope. Punch the head of Nick Jackson, who managed to reverse that jumping kick. Throws Gabriel into Matt Jackson again, and a chop to Justin Gabriel, who drops to the ground. That was some chop. That was Matt Jackson up on the ropes. Nick into the corner. Justin reverses it. And Justin Gabriel hits Nick Jackson with the big enziguri. Nick throws Justin Gabriel from the top rope and hits the elbow drop. Gabriel could be out here. Sent on the ground, but Justin Gabriel gets back up. And now it looks like he's in control here again. Nick Jackson is going to look like he's going to go for a dragon screw there, but he's actually just working on the knee on the ground. He runs across. It looks like he's going to make the tag to Angelico. He does. Nick also makes the tag to Matt. The two fresher guys enter the ring. And Angelico gets the first move there with a big heel kick to the face. Pulling Matt Jackson away from the ropes and going for the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Not sure if Nick Jackson would have got there in time, to tell the truth. Matt Jackson with the Saito suplex. Going for the pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Justin Gabriel was in the ring, but I don't know if he would have got there in time either. Going around to the back here, Matt Jackson. Angelico looks like he's locked in the full Nelson. Can he lock his fingers? He can't. Justin Gabriel comes in with a punch to the back and breaks that up. Matt Jackson's not happy. He was going across to Justin Gabriel, then turned quickly. Went for the running neck breaker, which he caught. 1, 2. Justin Gabriel breaks up the 2 count. Now Matt Jackson is going for the cross arm breaker. But Angelico was too close to the ropes. Got the rope break. Angelico with a reversal. Hitting the belly to belly slam. And now slamming down the leg of Matt Jackson. Hits him with a side effect style move. Putting Angelico up. But Matt Jackson with a punch to the stomach. And the running dropkick to the side of the head, Angelico. He's over the top rope, up on the turnbuckle, and Justin Gabriel just throws Matt Jackson straight down. Angelico straight into the pin. Only a 1 count though. Justin Gabriel just throwing Matt Jackson off of the turnbuckle. And here come the Young Bucks. What they got in plan here? Going up for a Hurricanrana. And Nick Jackson powerbombs Angelico on the ground. Elbow to the back of Angelico. Nick Jackson picks him up. Snap snare into another submission hold here. We don't normally see the Young Bucks lock in as many submissions. Spinning back elbow and a huge spiked DDT there by Angelico. Tornado twisting DDT. Spiked as well. Nick Jackson, the big kick to the stomach. It looks like he's going to try and tag in his brother. No. He's gone back for the neck breaker and he hits that well. Pulling Angelico away from the ropes. Going to go for a pin here. Matt Jackson's in. Looks like the referee was in the way. Justin Gabriel managed to get across and break it. Angelico just kicking Nick Jackson. Angelico's up. He's got this. Got Nick Jackson up. Drops him flat. Are they going to get the pin here? 1, 2, 3 to do. South African Pride. South African Pride has defeated the tag team champions, the Young Bucks here. I don't think the Young Bucks were quite the same since Kenny Omega was thrown from ringside. Here's that Hurricanrana into a powerbomb combination. And Angelico getting reversed here. The kick to the stomach. And this was the neck breaker by Nick Jackson. And there's that big sort of side flapjack move. And Nick was out. Justin Gabriel had taken Matt off the apron. Matt was down. Nick was out. And South African Pride defeat the tag team champions. These two guys are definitely looking like a future title shot could be in their grasp. Angelico very, very happy with himself. Got the pinfall over Nick Jackson. Bullet Club start this evening very, very badly. Losing 0-1 so far. Here we are into our next match now. It's going to be Kota Ibushi taking on Jack Evans in a singles match. And here we go. Here we've got Jack Evans versus Kota Ibushi. Kota starting off well with that elbow to the side of the head. But Jack using his speed there to hit the snapmare. Or snapmare. Good drop kick there by Jack Evans. Great form, got very, very high. And catching Ibushi with a Hurricanrana there. Ibushi's really struggling with the speed of Jack Evans here to start the match. But showing some top-class wrestling ability. Jack Evans went for a huge springboard there. And he did crash and burn. Ibushi locking in a submission. Jack may have taken a lot out of himself by crashing and burning on that huge springboard. It looks like he's going back into it now and throwing Ibushi into the corner. Elbows to the side of the head of Jack Evans. The pair lock up again. Ibushi comes out on top. Oh, and hits a fantastic back spinning heel kick. Lifting Jack Evans up, getting around the back of him. And hitting a Hurricanrana of himself. Showing Jack Evans that he's not the only one with pace. And a huge kick to the back of the head. Jack Evans is down. Ibushi picks him back up. And again, it looks like he's locking this submission here. Just doing some damage to the arm. And the back there. Ibushi's taking control of this match early. Showing his kicks. But Jack Evans comes back with his speed there with the running Meteora. Kicks to the back of the leg of Ibushi. Throwing Ibushi into the ropes. He comes back and he gets hit with that combination backbreaker, neckbreaker. And Ibushi with a meteor of his own. And a standing moonsault, sort of showing. He's showing Jack Evans here. Anything you can do, I can do too. Oh, he went to pick him up for the powerbomb there though, and Jack Evans managed to use his agility to reverse out of it. And Ibushi with a backspinning heel kick. Evans throwing Ibushi away, and Ibushi with a quick hip toss style move over the top. Oh, what a fantastic kick that was by Ibushi. Looks like he's going for a springboard himself. A springboard shooting star press by Ibushi. I'm not quite sure where he's getting some of this pace from. It's not stuff that I've seen him ever do before. Dragon screw, and that was a fantastic little breakdancing leg drop there by Jack Evans. And a big kick to the head of his own on Kota Ibushi, and a standing moonsault. Jack Evans starting to take some control of this match now. Just as I say that, Ibushi goes back with a big drop kick, but it's reverse slapped away, and then Jack Evans kicking Ibushi to the chest while he's down. Jack Evans with a dragon screw on Ibushi. And here comes that breakdancing style leg drop again. Picking Ibushi up, but Ibushi hits him with a quick roll up. 1, 2. It's reversed. 1, 2. It's reversed again. 1, 2. And again reversed. 1, 2. And again reversed. And again. These two guys just keep reversing the pinfalls. On Ibushi got close to getting the pinfall there. They're both back up now, and Ibushi's round the back of Jack Evans, who reverses it. Ibushi went for the spinning heel kick and missed. Round the back of Jack Evans, who gets him with the snapmare. Ibushi went for the kicks, but it gets caught, and Jack Evans hits with an Inseguri. Flipping pile driver. Jack Evans just hit him with a sick flip pile driver. The Canadian Destroyer pulling Ibushi away from the ropes. Only a 1 count. Ibushi got hit by that flipping pile driver, and it was only a 1 count. Showing his toughness and durability in this match. And there's a massive kick to the head of Jack Evans, who drops to the ground like a heap of potatoes, but he's back up. Ibushi with a hip toss on the outside. Jack Evans is feeling that. They trade kicks. Jack Evans with a front flip sort of kick to the head there on Ibushi. And a big kick to the face again. He picks Ibushi up. He went for that front flip kick again, but Ibushi managed to miss it. The pair of them still fighting outside. Ibushi's in. Can Jack Evans get back in before he's counted out? He can, just. Jack Evans with a knee to the stomach. Manages to hit that front flip kick. But Ibushi's back up. Jack Evans crashes and burns again with the springboard. Ibushi's showing some real agility here. With that running clothesline. Standing moonsault. This could be all. Ibushi goes to the pin. 1, 2, 3. That's all. Kota Ibushi comes out with a win here against Jack Evans in a fantastically competitive match. Both guys showing a lot of speed and agility. There was the pinning combination. This is when the guys went outside, and Jack Evans got hit by that hip toss outside on the ground. Jack Evans just made it in there before the count out. And here comes that standing moonsault. There it is. And that was all. Straight from the man and the standing moonsault. There's the 1, the 2, and the 3 count. Kota Ibushi comes out here on top. Kota Ibushi there celebrating as he should do. Jack Evans is down, but he shouldn't feel bad for himself. He put in a very, very good performance here tonight. But Kota Ibushi was just too good for him. And here is our third match of the evening. It's going to be Johnny Mundo taking on the junior heavyweight champion Kenny Omega, who's already been banned from ringside in one match tonight, but he's going to be accompanied by Matt Jackson. Let's see if the Bullet Club can make it 1-1. And here we start here with Johnny Mundo versus Kenny Omega. Kenny looking to get some early offense, but it's Mundo comes with the Russian leg sweep. Hit with a big punch to the face there on Kenny Omega. And now the back elbow. Mundo throwing Omega into the corner. And hitting him with a clothesline. Mundo definitely having the better at the beginning of this match. But Omega coming back and hits the back elbow, then the jawbreaker. Picking Mundo up. Mundo reverses, throwing Omega into the corner. But Omega reverses. The run in by Mundo there, throwing his head against the turnbuckle, and now another jawbreaker on Johnny Mundo. Johnny Mundo's face has already taken quite a bit of a beating in this match. 2 jawbreakers, then a hit to the turnbuckle. He's over the top rope, but Johnny Mundo fights back. And again, another reversal. These two guys know each other quite well by the looks of it, reversing each other quite a lot. And there's a jawbreaker by Johnny Mundo on Kenny Omega. Matt Jackson not looking overly impressed on the outside by that jawbreaker. Kenny Omega twisting the arm here of Johnny Mundo. Johnny Mundo comes back with a knee to the stomach and then the running sort of flipping neck breaker. And a big running heel kick. Omega's back up and hits some punches. Locking the headlock on Johnny Mundo. The back elbow went for the drop kick, but Johnny Mundo slaps it away. Mundo picking Omega up, he reverses and hits him with a running shoulder block. Mundo's down, but Mundo's back up, and that was some power behind that punch. And then a running over the top neck breaker again by Johnny Mundo. Trying to pick Omega up, but Omega takes him down and starts working on the leg. Quite a wise tactic against Johnny Mundo's working on the leg. You take away a lot of his speed and aerial offense if you can't use one of them legs. You take away that parkour aspect. Johnny Mundo throwing Kenny Omega over the top rope, but Omega fighting back and he's over the top with a sunset flip. Only a 1 count. Kenny Omega with a running bulldog. The running bulldog. Throwing the arm of Johnny Mundo into the ring. Mundo's back up, slapping the ring, trying to build himself up. But Omega comes back with a springboard crossbody. But neither man can get any sort of prolonged offense in this. They both are reversing each other quite well. But Omega's up, slapping the ring, trying to get some offense, but again he's over the top. Mundo also comes out onto the apron. What's this? He's going to go for a DDT. Oh, the big spiked DDT on the apron. Kenny Omega looks like he's out. Kenny Omega looks like he's out, but he's back on his feet. He doesn't look too clever on them feet at the moment. He looks a bit woozy. But that was a hell of a spiked DDT on the apron. And a big flapjack on the outside. Omega hits the ground hard. Johnny Mundo throwing Omega into the ring. Again, a victory here for Johnny Mundo could also put him in title contention for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. I'm sure that Jeff Jarrett would definitely take it into account if there was a win here for Omega. Matt Jackson's up on the rope here. Kenny Omega's tapping and the referee can't see it. Kenny Omega just tapped out and the referee did not see it because he was distracted by Matt Jackson on ringside. That should have been it. Kenny Omega should have just lost this match. Johnny Mundo should have just got the victory over the Junior Heavyweight Champion. Mundo now pulling Omega into the middle of the ring. It looks like he's going to go for a pin. But again, Matt Jackson catching the referee's foot. Referee's up, talking to Matt Jackson. And it looks like Matt Jackson... No, Matt Jackson, I thought the referee might have banished him from ringside as well. But Matt Jackson again has distracted the referee on 2 occasions where we saw in the first one Kenny Omega tapped out. Clearly tapped out. And the second one was a pinfall where it quite easily could have been a free count as well. But Johnny Mundo is definitely in control of this match. Johnny looks like he's going for the... He hit the crossbody over the top, right? Springboard crossbody. Now pulling Omega away from the ropes, going to go for the pinfall. And Matt Jackson straight back up again. Catching the referee, distracting the referee. I think Kenny Omega may have got out of that one in time. But yes, it looks like it is now. Matt Jackson's been banished from ringside. Matt Jackson's leaving. And Johnny Mundo is hit the big knee to the face of Kenny Omega. This could be all. 1, 2, 3. Johnny Mundo pins the junior heavyweight champion, Kenny Omega. Not only did he pin him, I think he quite convincingly beat him in this match. Jeff Jarrett will definitely have a decision on his mind now whether Johnny Mundo should get a junior heavyweight championship match. I think after a dominant showing like this against the champion, it'd be hard not to give Johnny Mundo a match. Matt Jackson there, banished from ringside. Johnny Mundo hitting that running knee strike, and that was all. Johnny Mundo gets his arm raised. Kenny Omega still down. Johnny Mundo, fantastic showing here in his debut for Global Force Wrestling. Junior Heavyweight Championship title match could be coming his way in the very near future. We do have a pay-per-view in 3 weeks' time. Wrestle Kingdom. We'll have to see what Jeff Jarrett has to say about the whole situation. And here's our 4th match of the evening. It's Finn Balor versus Hideo Itami. And here we go with our 4th match of the evening. We've got Finn Balor versus Hideo Itami. Both guys here have world title aspirations. A win here could kickstart either one in that direction. Great power there by Itami with a gut wrench off the ground. Suplex there. And Finn with a headlock. Showing his wrestling ability as well. We have heard rumours that on Finn Balor's return there may be some issues with Bullet Club. Finn obviously was the original leader of Bullet Club when he was Prince Devitt when the first group started. Finn was the leader, and since he left to join the WWE, AJ Styles sort of took his place. There is rumour that Finn is unhappy and there may be an internal power struggle. We'll have to wait and see how that pans out. Finn here with a headlock and the drop toe hold. Of course, don't forget we've still got our main event tonight. We've still got Tanahashi versus Okada. The two guys have put on some fantastic matches over the last couple of years, and I have no doubt that tonight will be no different. Itami here throwing Balor into the corner, and I hit him with a back suplex. Finn's got Itami. Itami locks it in. Went for the spinning leg drop there and completely got it wrong and missed. Finn back up, but Itami throws him over his head. Itami pushing Finn Balor away. Again, guys, if there's anything you want to see in these episodes, any rivalries you'd like to see, any matches you'd like to see, anyone that you want to see pushed, please let me know and I will try and do as many as I can. To tell the truth, I don't get a lot of viewers on my videos. I've not got a lot of subscribers. So if you comment, I more than likely will reply to every comment. And if you have any suggestions, I'll definitely be able to try and work them in at the moment. Like I say, don't get a lot of views, so the guys that do watch, let me know what you want to see and I shall cater exactly to what you want. Balor with a big back elbow there to Hideo Itami. Great little twist and hip toss. Also, I have still got about 15 Create a Wrestler spots left, so if there's anybody you think I'm missing that you'd like to see, please also let me know. I have got a list of a few that I want to download, but I've reached my download limit at the moment, so I can't quite get them for a few days. But yeah, if there's anyone else you want to see in the rosters, please let me know. Also, make sure you go to the description below and check out my other brands that are currently running in this universe mode. I've got WWE, I've got Ring of Honor, I've got WWE Retro, WWF Attitude, and CZW. Balor with a kick to the head there. Yeah, I'm running all 6 brands on the same universe mode. I've just split them into different playlists, so you guys can watch whichever set of rosters you want. I think Hideo Itami might have had a hold of the ropes there in that situation, trying to get a bit of extra leverage on Finn Balor. And now into another pinning position here. Only a 1 count. Finn Balor with a big jumping dropkick. Throwing Hideo Itami into the corner. And a big chop to the throat of Hideo Itami. Hideo Itami with a great little Hurricane Rana there. Remember, like I've said, we have got our first pay-per-view in 3 weeks' time. And we'll be looking for somebody to face off against Horoshi Tanahashi for the Global Championship. So a win for either of these two guys here could definitely put them in contention. But definitely a win for Okada in the main event would definitely put him in contention for that title match at Wrestle Kingdom. Obviously, Ibushi's also put himself in good light tonight, as well as Johnny Mundo. Johnny Mundo. Oh, Itami's got him up. Itami hits the go to sleep on Finn Balor. Itami hit the go to sleep on Finn Balor. Finn looks out. Pins 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor's out and he's bleeding. That go to sleep by Hideo Itami really hit home there. Hideo Itami did very well in this match. There's the kicks to the chest of Finn Balor. And the big one there to the side of the head. Roll him over there for the pin, but that was only a 2 count. And then Finn was caught, lifted up onto the shoulder of Itami, who proceeded to hit the go to sleep. And gets the pin 1, 2, 3. Balor was also busted open in that match by Hideo Itami. Balor raising his friend Itami's hand in victory. Great respect shown by these two. And a fantastic win here by Hideo Itami. So next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have our main event of the evening. We have the global champion Horoshi Tanahashi taking on Kazuchika Okada. If I pronounced either of those wrong, I'm very sorry. If I have pronounced them wrong, please let me know how you pronounce them in the comments. But yeah, these two guys have put on some fantastic matches over the last couple of years, and we have no doubt that tonight will be the same. And here we go, it's Okada versus Tanahashi here in the main event of Tuesday Night Global Impact, the first Tuesday Night Global Impact of this universe mode. The World Global Champion, Tanahashi, will be defending his title at Wrestle Kingdom in 3 weeks' time. We still don't know who against. But a win here for Okada would definitely put him in contention for that. Drop kick to the back of Okada by Tanahashi. A drop toe hold, dropping Okada to the ground. Tanahashi the more experienced of the two here. Okada still quite young. Someone say he's not as experienced, but he has got a hell of a lot of talent. Dropkick to Okada by Tanahashi. And Okada reversing, dropping Tanahashi flat on his face on the ropes, on the ring, sorry. And a full Nelson slam, big full Nelson by Okada. That's got to take a lot out of Tanahashi. And Okada backing it up now, around the back of Tanahashi, but Tanahashi reverses with a snapmare. Okada's back up though. Again, these two guys have wrestled a couple of times now. They know each other very well. Okada's got that arm twisted. Looks he's up for a shin breaker, dropping Tanahashi down. Okada throwing Tanahashi in. No, looked like he might have been going for the short arm clothesline there. The Rainmaker's down now, Tanahashi. Oh, Rainmaker's back up and hits the running forearm on Tanahashi. Drop toe hold. Kick into the back of the leg of Tanahashi there. Tanahashi with a twist of the arm to Okada, gets around the back of him and drops him with a back suplex. The world champion Tanahashi here really showing why he is the champion. Okada with a kick to the face of Tanahashi. Went for the drop kick and Tanahashi slapped it away. Okada with that dragon screw taking Tanahashi down. Okada throwing Tanahashi over the top rope. He's on the apron now. Looks like he's going to suplex him back in, and he does. Dropping him down. Okada starting to take a little bit of an advantage here early in this match. But Tanahashi coming back with a headlock. And with that sort of suplex hip toss combination. But Okada's back up. Twist the arm of Tanahashi, and he's round the back for a back suplex. Like I said, these two guys know each other very well. There's a lot of reversals going on in this match. Okada picking Tanahashi up with a snap suplex there. A variation of a snap suplex anyway. But Tanahashi straight back up with that twisting, spinning neck breaker. And an elbow drop to Tanahashi to Okada while he's down, and that flipping leg drop. Okada's got Tanahashi in the headlock, but Tanahashi reverses it into a back suplex. Okada is down. Tanahashi with that big jumping elbow drop. Now picking Okada up. And he's got him. He's got him in that suplex. German suplex. Only a 2 count. That looked like it could have been a straitjacket or a dragon suplex. Tanahashi over the top rope. Okada managed to reverse it. The slap to the face there by Tanahashi on Okada. And Okada throwing Tanahashi over the top rope. Okada trying to get a bit of his breath back. Tanahashi slides back in and Okada slides back out. Playing some little mind games here, I think, between the two of them. Tanahashi taunting to the crowd there. He's now got Okada by the back of the head, throws him into the rope again. Throws him over the top. And Tanahashi coming outside as well. What's he going for here? He's going for that, that big spike DDT. We saw Kenny Omega get hit by one of them earlier in the show. And he was out straight after that. That really took him out of that match. Okada's back up, thankfully. And hits the drop toe hold and smashes Tanahashi's knee against the hard ground outside there. It's very thin matting that's around the ring here. The two of the guys continue to fight outside the ring here. Okada reversed by Tanahashi. Tanahashi gets the running forearm smash. Now Tanahashi re-enters the ring. Okada re-enters the ring from the other side. They meet in the middle. Okada hits that fantastic dropkick that he's well known for. And Tanahashi hits him with a slap. Showing these two guys really putting on a good show here tonight for us. In the main event of our first ever Global Impact Tuesday. Only a 2 count there. Tanahashi nearly had it. And a German suplex with one arm locked there by Okada. Okada's thrown into the turnbuckle by Tanahashi, who lifts him up onto that turnbuckle. But Okada reverses it, gets the back elbow and went for the missile drop kick, and Tanahashi slaps it away. Okada crashed and burned on the ground. Tanahashi ran the back of Okada, but Okada reverses into the snapmare. Tanahashi's down, but he's back up now. Getting Okada into the headlock, and now Irish whipping him. And Tanahashi looks like he's going to go for this running dropkick to the side of the head, and he doesn't. Okada drops to the ground. That was a real impact to the side of the head there. Okada's rolled over, but he manages to reverse and get out of that one by Tanahashi. And a dragon screw by Okada, a dragon screw to Okada by Tanahashi. And here's the pinfall, 1, 2. Not enough to keep Okada down, Tanahashi yet. Went for that slap again. And Okada, there's a big clothesline. He's hit it. Can he ping the global champion? 1, 2, 3, he has. The Rainmaker, Okada, has pinned the global champion, Horoshi Tanahashi. Here was that big dragon suplex pin. Tanahashi, that's just after he'd hit the spike DDT on the apron. It was the pin by Tanahashi after the, I can't remember what move it was now, but it was only a 2 count, and then locked into that big clothesline by Okada, pulling Tanahashi into the centre of the ring and getting the 3 count. Okada getting the 3 count over the global champion Hiroshi Tanahashi here. That's definitely got to put him in strong stead for a match at Wrestle Kingdom for that global championship. We'll have to see what Jeff Jarrett has to say about the whole situation, but tonight we've seen Kenny Omega, the junior heavyweight champion, get pinned by Johnny Mundo, and we've also seen the global champion Hiroshi Tanahashi be pinned by Okada. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Make sure to tune into the next episode of Global Force Wrestling Global Impact on a Tuesday. Also, check out my other brands that are currently running. All the details should be in the description below. I don't know why I'm pointing because you can't see it. But yeah, thanks for watching. Please subscribe and like, and watch the next show.